lot of things I had to improve on and work on, which has been very, very beneficial for me. And I've had the whole season to work on those things and prepare even better. But it's not one thing in Formula One. There's so many things to think about from on the track, but also away at the track, working on the setup, working on the future, looking at the development as well. It's not just about how to drive the car fast. So there's a lot of things, and I can't wait to start for the season.
It's such a storied team, one of the most successful teams in the history of Formula One. Just tell me from a driver's perspective, when you walk past all those cars on the boulevard and you're aware of the history of McLaren, does that weigh heavy on the shoulders, or does it spur you on to great things, do you think?
Well, from my side, it's just a privilege, a huge honor. More or less, I come here every Wednesday to do some work with the engineers, and every day of the week that I come here, I just feel very proud to walk down that boulevard, see all the cars, all the numbers, all the historical trophies along the way, and I don't know, it's just every time I walk through there, I have a smile on my face and something that I feel very proud of, and yeah, looking forward to add a few more trophies or cars to that shelf.
When I think back to what I was doing when I was 20, it probably was vastly different to what you're doing. But I was just thinking, how does that feel for you, though? It's such a young age, still, Lando, to have that and to bear the responsibility of such a great team.
I mean, it's been a long journey. I've been trying to be in this position, or to get to last year's position for around 13, 14 years, since I was around 6 or 7 years old. So it's been awesome, and I've loved every minute, and I wouldn't change it for anything. So it's been tough at the same time, but since I was that young, it's the only thing I wanted to do. So I'm grateful, and especially to work with McLaren, like you said, walking down the boulevard, seeing those cars, seeing the drivers who have been part of the team, it makes it even more special. So like Carlos said, then I would love to add to that.
Some of the most loyal fans, we know that. British Motorsport always seems to get behind McLaren, and we see it at Sky F1. When you guys are doing well, the interest in the sport seems to peak. And what would be your message to those fans, the fans that saw a podium but are still wanting the team to get back to winning ways, for expectations for the new season, would you say?
Well, I would first of all thank them, because I saw our fan base growing massively last year. That positive momentum we were talking before. You just see a lot of fans coming together and suddenly feeling part of this journey, part of this recovery process of McLaren. So first of all, thank them, and then second, tell them to keep up with us, like we are going to keep pushing massively to make sure we keep this upward trend and help us along the way, because we're going to need them. And
Lando, the bromance will continue, even if you come together on track. I mean, we say this all the time about driver pairings, but you two seem to have something special going.
Kind of.
That's what you think. No, it's been good. It's made it a lot more fun, especially for my first year in Formula One. I've been able to settle into things a lot quicker than I thought I would, and a lot of that's been down to Carlos and how we got along and how we've helped each other and so on. So it's been a lot of fun, and I hope that it continues that way.
I think we all do. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for this year's McLaren driver pairing, Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. Stay with us, if you could, because I'd like to bring out the CEO of McLaren, Zak Brown, and team principal, Andreas Seidel. Chaps, great to have you here. I know, Zak, you've winged your way in from Vegas. I don't know if you have the strong winds behind you that they did last year, getting over 800 miles an hour, or whatever it was. But how proud do you feel when you stand in front of your own car now?
Yeah, it's fantastic. First of all, welcome everyone, and to all our fans and partners that are watching this today. It's always great to see the start of the season and the work of 800 men and women coming together to develop this beautiful race car, and very excited.
Yeah, very exciting indeed. Your first launch, Andreas, in fact, your first full season with the team. How are you settling in? How are you feeling?
Yeah, first of all, I have to say it feels simply great to be part of this McLaren team today, standing next to our MCL35. And I really want to take the opportunity as well to really thank every single member of the team for all the hard work in the last 12 months to get this baby on stage. today. No, I'm very happy with the progress we could make last year. I mean, we simply kept improving race by race. I'm very happy with my leadership team having in place now as well, with James Key as technical director, Pete Finn as production director, and Andrea Stella as racing director. They're doing a sensational job. We have a clear plan, let's say, in place of how we want to approach the future. And now it's simply important to keep this positive momentum up and keep improving as a team.
Absolutely. Zach, it's quite literally weighed down with sponsors. 38 now. I suppose that's testament to the work the marketing team and yourself have done in the winter. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think, much as Andreas and his team have done an outstanding job coming out of last year. I think we're just getting started on our trajectory back to the front. Equally, Mark Waller and his whole marketing team have done a great job. Our big partner, BAT, after 1 year of a lot of success together, have stepped up. Principal partner just came back from Dell Technologies in Vegas. And then, of course, Poppy pushed out our great new Dark Trace, who's going to keep us secure. And then you've got Splunk, who joined us, is going to help us with data. And then Aero, of course, our second year, our IndyCar title sponsor and automation anywhere. So you put them all together, and they're going to help make us go faster.
Okay. What about the job of the team principal? Is that to keep expectations sort of level? What do you want from 2020? And what are you telling the team? And what are you telling the wider world right now?
Yeah, I think it's simply important to not get carried away with what we have achieved last year, which was great. It's a reset back to zero again for every team in the pit lane. Whenever starting a new season, everyone is having the same ambitious targets. Everyone is working as hard as we do as well. So for me, it's simply important, again, to focus on ourselves. I'm very happy with what I've seen in terms of development of the car over winter. So I think we can be quite optimistic going into in the new season. At the same time, we need to be realistic as well.
Zach, and what about the atmosphere in the team? It does seem now, and I suppose it all stems or starts from the driver, but also the team that you've put in place. The atmosphere seems to be of a team moving in the right direction. And 2020, it looks like you're morphing from engine partners to another one towards 2021. So there's challenges.
Yeah, I think a lot of credit to our two drivers. They've brought a lot of energy to the team. I think McLaren is a fun place to be. It's a fun garage to be in. It's a fun factory to work at. Andreas has done an outstanding job building the team, giving it real focus and leadership. So I don't think we could have someone better to run our Formula One team. And I think you owe me $20 for that, or pounds. We're in England. No, in all seriousness, it's very exciting times at McLaren. I think we've turned the corner. We do have a long way to go, but I'm excited for Australia.
Okay, put us in the shoes then, finally, if you could, Andreas, of the team principal right now. Everyone's itching to get going in Barcelona. How does it feel from your perspective? As you said, the first one for yourself and for James that is fully yours.
Yeah, I mean, we are all racers. I'm a racing guy, so we all love these sunrises at racetracks, or the sun going down, experience that. So I'm looking forward, actually, to go on track again. We have testing even more restricted compared to previous years, only 6 days. So it's important to get some decent mileage under the belt again to make sure we rock up in Melbourne as prepared as possible. I think we have done our homework over winter. The drivers have done a sensational job also together with the engineers. The presence here at the factory was really impressive. So I feel ready, together with the team, to tackle the next season. And it's time to go again.
Absolutely. Zach, finally from you, same message, if you could, to the fans, to the McLaren fans, the one that follow you through thick and thin for 2020.
We've got the best fans. Even some of the fans saw the car before I did.
They did.
This morning. So luckily they didn't spoil it for me. So now I want to thank all of our fans. I think we've got the best fans in Formula One. It's they've been through us thick and thin, and they're very much a part of everything that we do. And at the end of the day, it's why we go racing.
We wish you all the success for 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, if you could, for Zach Brown and Andreas Seidel. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation here at McLaren and the launch of the MCL35. Thank you to Carlos Delando, to Zach and Andreas, to the media, partners, fans and guests here with us, and to everyone watching online and on Sky Sports F1 for this special unveiling. We're all very excited that those Formula One engines will be firing up once again after the long winter in less than a week's time as the teams hit the track for the start of pre-season testing, as we discussed, in Barcelona on the 19th of February. Sky Sports F1 will also be broadcasting all 6 days of pre-season live on the Sky Sports F1 channel, so make sure you don't miss any of the action as we count down to lights out in Australia for the first race of the season on the 15th of March. For now, though, from me and everyone here at McLaren, thank you very much for watching.